angled one. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Latilemia Getsi, and if you're returning, thank you for stopping back by and welcome back, loves. Today I will be doing a full face using new brushes from FREYARA Beauty. I'll just leave a screenshot telling you more about FREYARA Beauty. But when I think of FREYARA Beauty, I think of their makeup brushes. So this is the box that the makeup brushes came in. Of the 30-piece brush set, it's the Pro Complete Makeup Brush Set, and it's in black. I liked the white ones, however I got the black only because I know it's going to be hard for them to get dirty here, and I can just wipe them down instead of the white. And yeah, so I've already done my brows and I left the concealer just like that so that we can move step by step using these brushes. This brush set comes with a booklet, and when you open it up, it has like pictures of the brush and what the brush is for. So like this one, it's a foundation brush. Then they tell you to apply liquid or cream foundation in small circular buffing motions. Always start at the center of your face and blend outwards. This is going to be very helpful, especially for beginners. So yeah, so you've got everything in this book. Literally, you can never go wrong. It even tells you how to clean your makeup brushes. Really, they're giving you step by step how to take care of your brushes. And then I got eyeliner, lip glosses as well. Okay, so definitely can't wait to use these. I already have this lip gloss on. It's in the shade 2003. It's so amazing. So the nice thing about these brushes is it actually also has the details on the actual brush. So it's F08, and it tells you that this is actually a concealer brush. So I'm going to use this brush. It's kind of like round at the top. I'm going to use this brush to blend out my concealer, and it's really densely packed. I'm not getting any streaks from these, especially with the technique that I'm using, just patting it on. So this is how my lids are looking. So let me just get into more detail about this brush. With this kind of brush, it's flat and round. With this kind of brush, you can apply your foundation, you can blend out your concealer under your eye, you can also apply your primer with this brush. Literally, there's a lot that you can do with this brush. So moving on to eyeshadow, because I've already prepped my lids, I think I'm going to use the blending brush, but it's so densely packed. I am going to use it to pack on my eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Modern Dolls eyeshadow palette, and then I'm going to use this shade, this one, and that. So I've already done this eye. Let's do this one together. From the get-go, from doing this, I can tell you that this brush is just so perfect for packing on the shade. Literally, the eyeshadow is going where I'm placing it, and it's not all over the place, just because how densely packed it is, and it's small and just perfect for my to get into that crease. So I'm done packing on that shade. I'm going to use this brush. It's called the blending brush, and I'm just going to blend in small circular motions. I'm using the same blending brush, and I'm picking up that yellow shade that I showed you guys. Cutting my crease, I'm going to use this concealer brush to kind of like tap where I'll be using the next shade. How it looks. I'm going to use, I think, this one. So this is called an eyeshadow brush. This is how it looks like. And I'm going to use that light milky shade to tap onto this, to tap on here. The brushes are definitely picking up the product properly. Very soft. To blend these two colors, I'm using the same brush that I was using to blend out. And I'm just literally use a purple liquid eyeliner. This is the package that it comes in. I'm not sure about the shade because it's not written on the box. However, I'll check it out on their website and I'll let you guys know. But it is pigmented. I swatched it like hours ago when I received this the package, and it's literally still there. I tried to remove it with my wipe, but it's still there. And I'm just going to, I see how cute this shade is. Glides on, guys. Mattify this liquid liner with the same shade eyeshadow. So I've applied my lashes. And it's just gorgeous. Okay, so moving on to primer, I'm going to use the Birthday Skin Primer. And there's a brush that I'm looking at that I feel like will be perfect to blend out this one right here. So this is called a foundation brush. However, I prefer a more densely packed brush like this one. So both of these are foundation brushes, but this is more like a stippling brush. Yeah, because the bristles are more packed here, and then when it gets to the white parts, it's actually more fluffier. And this is what I prefer when it comes to make my foundation brush. So I'm going to use this one to blend out my my primer. So moving on to foundation, I'm going to use the Tesh Beauty All About Skin Longwear Foundation in the shade F340. I'm going to use this definer brush to just spread the foundation. Here we go. Use this flat top densely packed foundation brush to blend out this foundation. You guys, one thing about me, guys, I love foundation brushes. I love foundation brushes. I can sacrifice blending my concealer and contour with beauty blenders, but foundation, I need a brush, and this is just doing the things, honey. So remember to tap the foundation and not drag it down, and don't put any foundation under your eyes to avoid creasing. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the Tesh Beauty concealer in the shade C300, and I'm going to put this right under my eye. So I've applied my concealer. I'm going to leave it to set a bit, and then to contour, I'm using my Wet n Wild foundation in the shade Mocha, and then to blend that out, I'm going to use this contour brush, and it's like angled so that you can reach. Guys, this brush is actually leading me. This is about to be my favorite contouring brush. Okay, concealer. I'm going to go back into that concealer brush that I used to blend out my concealer on my lids. I feel like this is also a perfect size. I always love blending out my under eye with concealer brushes, and the ones that I currently have are a bit longer than this one, and this I feel like it's just the perfect length. Forth with my brushes. After blending out, I go back in with that brush that I used to contour, my contouring brush, just to diffuse the harsh line between where the contour and concealer meets. I feel like I could even use the contour brush to actually blend out my concealer. Literally, because of how angled it is, I can get right into those areas that are hard to reach, and it's nicely packed, not leaving any streaks or anything. This is just beautiful, guys. One thing about me, I love brushes. I always prefer brushes, guys, over blenders. Contour my nose, I'm going to use this angled brush. It's called an eyeshadow brush, but because it's nicely angled, it's going to be easy for me to reach right under my brow. Guys, see that I'm getting under my eye nicely without ruining my eyeshadow or getting the product on my lashes. Going back in with that contour brush. Literally, it's also getting right into that brow. Use this liquid blush from Sheet Glam in the shade Swipe Right. Then I'm going to use this blush brush, also angled, literally diffusing the product nicely. Very, very soft. Then I'm going back in with my foundation brush to blend out that blush. Moving on to powder, I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready Candid powder in the shade 001. It is translucent. And then I'm gonna set my under eye using this powder brush. Actually, there's two powder brushes, so I am gonna use this more tapered powder brush just so that I can reach those hard to reach areas. But before I move on to powder, I want to make sure that I don't have any creasing, and I'm going back in with that concealer brush that I used to blend out my concealer. And then I'm going to pick up product with this brush, tap the excess off, and then set. I'm not baking, I am setting. This brush is so soft. The whole set, guys, the whole set. And it's literally doing the things. I'm going to use this fluffy, it's a contour brush, but it's more fluffier than this one. So these are the two contour brushes. This one is for your liquid and cream products, and this one is for your powder contouring products. Same as the blush brushes. You have this angled one for your liquid cream products, and you have this fluffier one for your powder blushes. So both of these are blush brushes, as you guys can see. So you literally have two foundation brushes, two blush brushes, two contour brushes, two powder brushes. Literally you have the most of the brushes. You'll just choose whichever one works for you. My Yardley face powder to set the rest of my face, and I'm using that contouring brush. It's so soft, you guys, so soft. So moving on to blush, and I'm going to use that fluffier blush brush. So to highlight my nose, I'm going to use this thin brush, the tiny thin brush, and this is going to go on my nose. Right there. This is going to be perfect for that brow highlighter. Yes. This highlighter, guys. I need to get a new one. And then to blend out that harsh line, I'm going to use this powder brush. In fact, let's use this one. It's a buffer brush. And this is how it looks. My under eye, I'm going in with this pencil brush, and I'm gonna go back into that pink that I used on my lid. So pencil brush is also perfect again for packing on the shade on your lash, on your eye, on your lids. Inner corner shade, I'm going to use another pencil brush, but this one is way tinier and smaller than the one that I used. As you guys can see, these are both pencil brushes, but the one that I'm about to use is more it's smaller than the other one. And then perfect. Let's move on to lips, and we're about to use my favorite product. Now, the star of the show. Okay, the brushes are the stars of the show, but this, it's called the FREYARA Shining. It's a lip gloss. This is in the shade 3007. So now this shade, the pigment, the shade, I should have used a brown liner. Let's try again. I've lined my lips with a brown liner, and this is the effect that I wanted. Let's look at this shade. Look at this shade. It looks like I have lipstick underneath, but this is just this lip gloss. This shade is the shade that I've been looking for, guys. Oh my god. Okay, so let's set my face. I'm going to use the Infallible L'Oreal Infallible Magic Setting Spray to set the rest of my face. So I want to show you guys how the other shade looks like, and this is the 2001, and this is how it looks like. This is much warmer than the one that I have, and it has a bit of shimmers in it. But this one is my fave, and this is how the full face looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, I definitely recommend this set of brushes. I'll leave a link to the direct brushes in my description box. So guys, the set comes with 18 eye brushes. I used most of them. And then there's 12 face brushes. And the brushes that I did not use is the bigger fan, the fan brush. I didn't use this bigger powder brush. I used this one instead. So there's 2 powder brushes, and then foundation brushes, used both of them. And then there's the buffer brush, it's just this buffer brush. And then there's another powder brush. Okay, then you get 2 blush brushes, and then you get 2 contouring brushes, and then your concealer brush. Then it's the eye brushes, it's this lash and brow comb. I'm showing you guys the ones that I did not use. Then you get this eyebrow brush, it's angled. And then you get this eyeshadow brush, just flat. And then there's these blending brushes. One is flat and the other one is round on top. And then there's these 2. There's one, it's a lip brush. And then there's a eyeliner brush, which is this one. And then I think the rest of them I used them. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Please do let me know down in the comment section what other videos you'd like to see from me.